Launched alongside the iPhone XS and XS Max in September 2018, the iPhone XR was considered as a budget iPhone and the best choice for most of the people. With a starting price of $750, it was the most popular iPhone of 2018 and 2019. But where does the XR stand in 2020? Let's find out. The iPhone XR is made of glass in front and back. It has an aluminum frame which is considered not as premium as stainless steel found on other iPhones. It still does, however, feel and look very premium. On the front the bezels are a little bit thicker, but it still has a modern design. Apple was criticized a lot for the display on the XR. It is an LCD panel that isn't even 1080p on a 6.1-inch display. But despite the low resolution, and despite being LCD, the display on the XR is actually very good. The screen has excellent viewing angles, and it does get extremely bright outside. But of course it doesn't have saturated colors like phones with OLED displays. It also lacks 3D touch display, but it has True Tone, which for me is a more important feature. The iPhone XR is powered by Apple A12 Bionic, and despite being more than 1 year old, it is still one of the fastest phones in the world. The A12 Bionic can handle with ease everything you throw at it, including 4K video editing and heavy games like PUBG Mobile. The XR has only 3GB of RAM, and despite Apple's optimization, it does struggle a bit on keeping many apps open. It comes with 64, 128 and 256GB of storage. The XR came with iOS 12 out of the box, and now I've installed iOS 13, which is even better. It runs very smooth and it never lags. It has also a dark mode, but because of the LCD panel, the XR doesn't benefit from it a lot. The iPhone XR has a single 12-megapixel rear camera. Image quality during daylight is really good. Pictures have details with amazing colors. The dynamic range is also on point. You can also do portrait shots, but it works only on people. The XR doesn't have night mode, so the results in low light aren't that great. Just as expected, video quality is very impressive. You can shoot 4K videos up to 60 frames per second, even though you get extended dynamic range only at 4K at 30 frames per second. On the front it has a 7-megapixel camera, and just like the rear camera, in daylight the results are very good. Low light images aren't so good, however. You can shoot videos at 1080p at 60 frames per second. Take a look at these samples and judge for yourself. Just like previous iPhones, the XR has also stereo speakers. The main speaker is on the bottom of the phone, while the earpiece is the second one. Combined they do offer a great audio experience. What makes the recent iPhone so special is definitely the Face ID, which is by far the most secure and most reliable biometric system found on any smartphone. It works for me every time, and I don't find the need for a fingerprint scanner. It is, however, very fragile, and it can't be replaced. The XR had the best battery life from all the 2018 iPhones. Even today it has a long-lasting battery life, just after the iPhone 11 Pro Max. If you are a heavy user, maybe you can drain it within a day, but most of the users will finish the day with some battery still left. It does support fast charging, but you have to buy the charger separately. It does also support wireless charging. The price of the XR is now $600. It is only $100 less than the iPhone 11, which has a better processor and better cameras. For this reason, it is hard to recommend the XR now, especially after the launch of the iPhone SE. If you can find it third party for the price of $500, then get it, but for $600 it isn't worth it. If you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you for watching.